5:30. The weather certainly feels like summer tonight. That means camping season has arrived. Many state parks opened their campsites this past weekend for families kind of to relax in the woods.
That's right. Nice to have some s'mores with that too.
Yeah.
But when the weather gets a little warmer, pop-up storms can certainly put a damper on your outdoor plans, and that can actually be pretty dangerous if you're sleeping outside. Meteorologist Molly Matat is live at Green Lake State Park and shows us how to handle it. Hi, Molly.
Well, when you're sleeping outside and when you're living outside, the forecast becomes so much more important. And that's really step one, is know what's going on with the weather. But let's say you are hanging out fireside with your family. It starts to get dark. It suddenly gets very cold and the wind picks up and you hear loud thunder. That means a storm is moving in. So what do? Well, first, let's take a look around your average campsite. See all these giant, tall trees? These are not where you want to be. Lightning loves tall stuff. It strikes the first thing from the sky, so these trees are likely to get shocked. Plus, if there's damaging winds and a strong thunderstorm, these are the first to come down, and you don't want them to come down on you. So where do? Where do you take your family? Do you run to the car? Do you run to a nearby building? I'll tell you this tent, this is not where you want to end up when the storm moves through. Metal poles covered in flimsy fabric is the last place you want to be during a thunderstorm. Metal conducts electricity, and the poles aren't strong enough to protect you when trees come down. Most families bring their cars camping. This is better than your tent. The structure could keep you safe in strong winds, and you're sheltered from some lightning strikes, but the best possible place to be is some kind of shelter, a bathroom structure, or a park office that will fully shelter you from lightning and wind. All state parks have designated emergency structures and evacuation plans. So when the weather gets bad, listen to the pros.
They definitely do. They have the evacuation plans, and so what they would do is at the park office they would get the notice that the severe weather is coming, and they would radio to the park staff. And if the park staff comes to you and says to be ready for a severe storm and they tell you where to go, then you need to listen to them because they're looking out for your safety.
But what if you're away from your campsite and on the trail? We talked to hiker John McCoy. He's one of the directors for the Adirondack Mountain Club in Onondaga County. He says staying low and being prepared are your best options.
Under some sort of cover, trees, a big boulder, or any other type of area that you can get into.
So boulder first, but tree if you have to, right?
Yes.
So then I'm seeking shelter under the trees. What do we do now? If the storm really starts to get intense, there's lightning, there's wind, what can I do to protect myself?
You can just kind of crouch down and only stay on the soles of your feet.
Okay.
And just crouch down into fetal position and stay there until the storm passes.
How long would that be?
You want to wait until 15 to 20 minutes after you hear the last clap of thunder to either go out and continue your hike or make your way back.
And of course, here at Green Lakes, there's plenty of cell service. So having your phone on you, checking the radar, checking the forecast, and for weather alerts, that's great. But something that you should definitely get, don't rely on cell phone service on any state park. These weather radios will pick up weather reports and latest alerts pretty much anywhere. And remember, the frequency here is 162 if you do pick one of these up. For now, reporting at Green Lake State Park, I'm Molly Matat. Back to you.
Cell service and a battery on a cell phone can also wear out on you, Molly, so it can't always be dependent on that smartphone. Good advice. Thank you.